Good morning, everyone. This is our last assembly of the year. Now, last week I did an assembly all about road safety, and that is on our YouTube channel. So please do keep watching that. Try and get that message in your head, okay? It's really important, especially with all this extra time out of school. I know that you'll be having lots of adventures, and we really, really, really want you to be safe so that we see you all back happy and healthy in September. Today's message then is around water safety. Now, I'm sure when I say water safety, lots of you might think, well, I'm not going in a swimming pool, or I'm not going on my holidays, or I'm not going to the sea. So I'm fine, I don't need to care about water safety. We all need to think and care about water safety, okay? And the message today that I'm going to share with you comes from the River and Canals Trust, because we have loads of rivers and canals around us. We're really, really lucky. And actually, when we're out and about walking, even if we're not meaning to go near rivers and canals, we might accidentally kick our football in that direction, or we might encounter somebody else who has got in a bit of trouble and needs some help. Okay, so I'm going to share a really important video with you about how to keep yourself safe, how to keep others safe, and what to do in a water emergency. Okay, so I'm just going to share that with you.
Hello everyone. We all love to be around water.
But we need to learn to be safe around water as well. By the end of this session, you'll understand the water safety rules. You will be able to explain how to be safe near water to other members of your family, and you'll probably start developing your own safety rules and ideas.
We're going to start by thinking about what kinds of water are near where you live. You might have thought of a canal, a river, a pond, a lake or reservoir.
We all like being near to the water, but many people in this picture are putting themselves at risk by their behaviour. They are unaware of the hidden dangers. You can download this poster from the Canal and River Trust Explorers website to look at later. But let's see if we can spot a few of the hidden dangers now.
What hidden dangers could there be at the river? Rivers are natural waterways. They can be fast flowing, deep, and have very cold water. You might see signs giving safety advice.
What hidden dangers might there be at the canal? Rocks or bricks at the edge of the water could be slippery. And you can't see whether there could be sharp objects underwater. And by the canal, there could be underwater machinery, the kind of machinery for operating locks or letting water out of the canal.
Should these children be swimming in the canal? Why isn't it a safe place to swim? Canals, rivers and reservoirs aren't the best place to dive in or swim because even in summer, the water can be very cold and take your breath away. Swimming pools have clean, heated water and trained lifeguards.
It's also a good idea to remind everyone that you should never go to the canals and rivers alone. If you do fall in and you are on your own, who would be there to help? It's always a good idea to go with a grown-up. I've heard that lots of people fall into water by accident. We need to think about what we would do if this happened.
Maybe everyone at home can help us by thinking of some good ideas too.
So it would be great if everyone remembers the most important thing to tell your family after this is stay away from the edge. You can use the word safe to help you remember.
Stay away from the edge. Chris was fed up. Her mum was at work, so she had to go to her granddad's house for the day. He lived in a small house. There wasn't really room for Chris to play football in the tiny garden. She wanted to be outside playing football or exploring. The canal was an excellent place to explore, but Chris's granddad would never let her go there unless he went too. She slipped round the back of the house, opened the gate and stepped onto the towpath. Chris ran along, kicking the ball from foot to foot. After a while, she stopped to watch a family of ducklings. A duckling had something on its beak. She crouched at the edge of the water and leant forward to get a better look. As she reached forward, she knocked the ball into the water. So she grabbed a stick and reached towards the football. Suddenly, she overbalanced and fell right into the freezing water. "Help!" she spluttered, gasping for breath. But the canal path was deserted.
You can easily stop thinking about where you are when you're having fun, but you can see why it would have been better if Chris's granddad was there. Let's try making a plan about what you could do if you found Chris in the water.
I've got some ideas already.
Help! Help! Don't worry, I'm going to help you. Try to float in a star shape. I'm going to call 999.
Hello, what service do you need?
Someone's fallen into the canal. Can you send the fire and rescue service, please? It's near to Stourport Road. I can see a road sign. There's a bridge over the canal with the number 54 on it, and there are some big trees here.
Help! I don't think I can float anymore.
Oh no, I'm going to have to jump in to save her. Oh, the water's really cold. Thank goodness, the fire and rescue people are here.
Never jump in to save someone. Even if you are a strong swimmer, you can quickly get into trouble, and then two people need to be rescued. Well, the first bit was really good, calling for help and phoning 999 for the fire and rescue service. Trying to get her to float was really helpful too. The water is often really cold, and you're not used to swimming fully clothed. Even if you are a strong swimmer, never jump in to save someone. Learn how to help. Try to get help by shouting help as loudly as you can.
Tell them to try to float in a star shape.
Phone 999 and ask for help. Use road names, bridge numbers, or things that you can see to give your location.
Keep calm. Always think before you act.
Never jump into the water yourself. So let's just recap on what we've discovered.
We talked about looking out for hidden dangers, things like fast flowing or deep water, slippery rocks or sharp things hidden under the water, cold water. You might remember some other things as well. Don't forget to warn your family to stay away from the edge so that they don't fall into the water by accident.
It's always a good idea to go with a grown-up and learn how to help. Another thing I found out was never jump in, even though I can swim. And if you do fall in, try to float for as long as you can until someone comes to help.
Remember, stay safe. Stay away from the edge.
Okay, so that was a really, really important video. So important that I might even suggest you might want to watch it again. Sometimes there is an awful lot of information to think about, and sometimes it helps us to watch it again. And actually, maybe if you are having a day out and you know you're going to be going to where there is some water, maybe you could watch it again in the morning. A lot of those things are almost against what we feel like we'd want to do naturally, aren't they? If we saw somebody or a dog, you know, dogs sometimes fall in. If we saw an animal or a person in that water, we might want to feel our instincts. What we might want to do naturally is jump in to help them. But actually, like the video said, then in that case, there are two people that need saving. So the most important thing to do is to ring 999 if there isn't an adult around that can help. You can shout help as loud as you can, but make sure you stay away from the edge. You can also stop yourself from getting into those tricky situations in the water by following that message, staying away from the edge of the water, staying with a grown-up. Okay, if you are feeding the ducks, which is a lovely thing to do with family, try and stand really far back and have a good throw, but make sure you are stood with a grown-up. Okay, the grown-up might want to hold your other hand, okay, so that you don't lose your balance, because like they said, it is really, really slippy at the side of a lot of these places where there's water. There might be rocks, there might be plants that have grown over, mud that's got really wet, and it can be really, really dangerous, even when we're thinking, well, I've not jumped in, I've not decided to go swimming there because I know that's not a good thing to do. We could still find ourselves in a bit of danger. Okay, so maybe if you've got time now, watch that video again, try and get those messages clear in your head. Just like with the football, like we had last week with the road safety, that ball can be replaced. Okay, that ball has ended up in the water. Let it just float away. There's no point in you trying to get it with a stick or jumping in after it. The ball can be replaced. You cannot. Okay, so please, please make sure you have a lovely, lovely summer, but stay safe. Stay safe near water. Stay safe on the roads. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.